just wanted to show you real quick what I like to do from my wax worm rigs. This is the line here. I have a four test line, and when I tie on my hook, I actually like to leave a little tail here, and I actually like to put my sinker on that tail. Reason being is, most of the time when you get stuck on the rocks down to the bottom of the creek, it'll actually be the sinker, and it being on this tail, this unattached tail, and it will pull off, and that way you'll save yourself retying on your hook, and you can just put some more sinkers on it. You might need a little bit more bait, and then you're set to go. Another thing to keep in mind with your sinkers is that you can always add some. And what I like to do is I like to start off with one little tiny one, and then I just keep adding small ones. And if it ends up that I get 3 small ones, then I'll put on a medium-sized sinker. Or if I get 4 small ones, then I end up putting on a big sinker. So that's just how I do it. Everybody else has their own way, but that's how I've found to be the best. And I like to put on sinkers until I start hitting the ground, hitting the rocks on the stream. And if I get stuck, then I know that I might have just a little bit too much weight on. So yeah, that's been my technique. So I hope that guys helped you in any way. With my wax worm setup, I like to feel the line for any bumps or tugs, and it'll be like a bump if you get a bite. And one of the things to remember is not to get your line way out here, or else your response time will be very, very short. That's quite a way. Or your response time with trout is very, very short. So you don't want to get your finger way on out there and pulling all that line, because then you'll have a huge reel up before you can set the hook. So just one thing to keep in mind. One of the things that I've learned throughout my outdoor experience is to always keep moving around. You gotta fish, or you gotta hunt wherever the game is. So I haven't got any bites here, and I've had about 15 casts. So I'm actually gonna pack up and I'm gonna move. For my fishing, I like to use a size 10 or size 12 hook, well, for my trout fishing. And when these hooks come, they're actually bent in a little bit, so I like to take the time and unbend the hook, just like that. Opens it up a little bit more. I actually bent it a little bit too far forward. There we go. And that way, when you set the hook, there's more hooking surface for the fish. And when it's bent in, I miss a lot of fish. But when I bend it out, most of the time when I set the hook, I got the fish. So, just a tip. Just like that, we're into the fish. A nice little brown trout here. One of the things I like to remember to do is always put your fish on your stringer before you take them off the hook. I've had some heartbreaks before where I've taken my trout and taken the hook out of his mouth, and then didn't get the stringer on him fast enough. By the way, there's the fish, and I lost the fish because he just took off. So, number 1 of the day, here we go.